Welcome back to my channel. So during today's video, I am going to be creating an eyeshadow look using the Sydney Grace Temptalia's palette on the horizon. Yeah, on the horizon. I know I want to use these greens, bluish shades on this end of the palette. Not sure what I'm going to come up with, but I definitely want to use this end of the palette. Now, there are not any really transition shades that I want to use in this palette, so I'm going to be using my Juvia's Place the Chocolates mini palette, and I think I'm going to use this shade here as my transition shade, but we'll see how this goes. So let me zoom you guys in a bit so we can get started with this video. So my eyes are already primed, and I primed with my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Warm. I don't know what to say. Warm something, honey babe, I don't know. Me and my eyes. So we're just going to make sure the base is smooth. Then we're going to take our Wet n Wild Creme Brulee and set these lids. Just taking this large fluffy brush by Juvia's Place just to kind of set the lids. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So I want to start out with, you know, before I go in with this palette, this Juvia's Place, I'm going to start out with the shade, something in my eye, I'm sorry, something in my eye. I want to start with the shade October Odyssey, and it's this matte, mauvey, purplish, plumish type shade. I'm going to start out with my, if I can find it, my Morphe 535, and it's just this large fluffy brush. And I'm going to start out with that shade. I'm going to put a little bit on the tip of the brush. Now these shades, very, very, very pigmented the last time I used this eyeshadow palette. So I don't want to apply too much, because I want to apply a soft look with that green that I can go ahead and get out the door. So now I'm going to just pack it in the outer V. And I'm lightly packing it on my outer V area until I start to blend it. Because like I said, these shadows are so pigmented, it doesn't take a whole lot of shadow to place on your lid. So I'm packing a little bit more, and I'm, like I said, I'm lightly packing it on. Don't start this. I was doing fine with these allergies when I started using that neti pot. I'm about to start back using, I know it's random, but I was a whole lot better, so I'm going to have to pick it back up and start using it twice a day. So all I'm doing now is just packing a little bit more, just building it a little bit so we can start blending it. Just a little bit more. And I'm placing it like on the edge of the, closer to the lid on the outer V. Eyes. So now we're going to lightly blend. And I'm blending up into the crease above the outer V. And I'm going in clockwise, counterclockwise, circular motions, blending. And I haven't used these palettes in a very, very long time, because I've been trying to stick with my little oldies but goodies, my little drugstore eyeshadow palette and my more affordable eyeshadow palettes. But I do need to start showing some of these palettes that I spent money on a little bit more love as well, because nothing was gifted to me from any company, although my family give me gift cards and stuff when it's holidays, birthdays and stuff like that, but for the most part I need to start using them because I spent too much money to let them just sit. So I'm just lightly packing this shade in the same area to deepen it up a little bit more. So I'm liking how it's performing on the lid, because I never used this shadow in the palette. It's pretty though. I like it. So add a little bit more right in that crease area and blend. That is so pretty, pretty, pretty. So now what I'm going to do, what I want to do is, let's see. And I'm blending upwards now to get it, kind of get above the crease a little bit, because I really don't want to go in with that Juvia's Place shadow if I don't have to. Trying to see if I can work these colors without using that. So I'm just still blending like upwards. I'm liking how this blending and coming together on the lid. Let's add a little bit more back to this area of the eye, more so on the lid. And lightly blend it. So pretty. I like that. It's really pretty. I think now I want to go in with, let's do it a little bit different. I think I want to go in with the shade. Where's my brush first of all? Do I want to use this brush? Let's go for it. This is a Sonia Kashik brush. And I got this from TJ Maxx. Target. I got this brush from Target. And it's just this pointed, fluffy brush. I think I want to go in with the shade Desert Spoon. Don't know what it's going to look like, but we're going to do it anyway. And it's like this mint green, well, deeper than mint green shade. And pack it on the side of the tip of the brush. And I'm going to place this shade right from the center going to the inner corner. Lightly packing it in that area. And building it a little bit before we blend it. And I'm using this fluffy brush because I don't want it to be too bold with me having to go to work. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for the other eye. Just use the tip of the brush to just kind of lightly pack it in that crease area. I like that so far. We're going to see how it's going to look when we get done though. Because I never know how these looks are going to come out. So I'm just still placing it. So now we're going to lightly blend it. So we can transition with this deeper shade. And lightly blend upwards out the crease area. And you don't want to blend too hard when you're using, in my opinion, when I use shades and colors like this, I don't blend really, really hard. Because I don't like to break it up and for it to get like on the patchy side. So I lightly blend my shades like this. So I'm going to take a little bit more of this green and just gently place a little bit more in the crease area. I'm liking this. So now I'm going to go back in with the first shade, with the Morphe 535, the matte plummy shade, and we're going to make sure it's placed right in that outer V before we apply the shimmers, and just blend those two shades together. And the same thing for the other eye, and just blend them together. That is coming together so pretty. Now I'm going to go back in with this Sonia Kashik brush. I did not apply any more shadows yet. Just making sure they're blended as well too together. I like that. I like that. So now I am going to take, I don't know if I want to use that shade. I want another like softer shade. Let's see. These are even dark. Let's see. I don't know, because I don't want to screw up the look. But you know what? Let's take the shade in the Juvia's place. It's light, the lightest shade in front of me. We're going to see how it's going to work out. But I'm going to take this large fluffy brush by Lurella. And we're going to take that middle shade, this matte shade, and we're going to pack it right under that brow bone area above the crease to set this concealer and to also transition these shades together, because I didn't want anything too dark or too light. Enough just to add a little tone to it, kind of like my skin tone, and blend them together. So I'm just lightly packing it, almost like I'm setting it. Don't I be crazy in the mornings trying to talk and get this stuff together. So now I'm going to blend, and this is like the really softest brush, like a really soft brush, so you don't have to worry about applying too much eyeshadow with a brush like this, because it's so fluffy and soft, like really fluffy and soft. So now I'm gonna go back in with, well, no, I'm gonna go in with the Morphe 505, and it's this tapered blending brush, just to make sure these edges are blended well before we apply the shimmer shade. And I'm just blending these edges so they're not harsh on my lid. I'm just blending upwards to diffuse them and in circular motions. So that is pretty. Now our lid time, our Too Faced glitter glue. On my ring finger. Blend them and place it right on the lid. I'm going to place it on the center, going to the inner corner. I'm not going to place it all the way on my lid, because I'm pressed with time and I don't want to be sitting here just packing and blending and placing and packing and blending. I got to get my behind out the door. And then I started a little later this morning too, so. Okay. So now let's take, I'm going to take this motor brush, and it's just this flat, fluffy brush. And I'm going to take the shade, let's do Earthbound, this green, beautiful shade. And we're going to just pack this shade all over the lid where we place the glitter glue. And I'm using this brush because I don't want to have the shadow like all over my lid. So I'm using this brush for the preciseness. And I'm going right in the crease, but not like all the way up the crease, but right in the crease. Because I like shimmers in my crease area. I know some people don't, but you know, I like it. That's a really pretty green. So do the same thing for the other eye. Just pack it. This is a pretty, pretty shade. And right in the crease. And I know a lot of people like to spray their shimmers. I'm not really a big fan of spraying them because I used to do it, and when I did it, maybe I was doing it wrong, I don't know. But when I was spraying my shimmers, they were cracking on my lids before the day was over with. So that was like a no for me. You could see like a whole crack like on my eyelids, unless I was using like too much. And to me, in my opinion, one of my shadows got hard pan so quick when I did that from spraying the brush and sticking it onto the shadow. So that was a lesson learned for me. I'm just still building this shade. So now we're going to go back in with the Morphe 504 brush. 535, and take that deep shade and make sure it's packed right now out of you one more time to blend the lid shade with this outer V shade. And the same thing for the other eye. That's pretty. And I'm just making sure it's blended really, really good before we go off camera to do the rest of our face. That is pretty. I like it. So now I'm just making sure these edges are blended towards this outer V. And the key is to just blend, 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 blend. So now I'm going to take the Sonia Kai Chic brush again and just blend a little bit more. Lightly blend though. Not like harsh blending. I'm doing light strokes. And these brushes are so soft. Even if you did try to blend a little heavier handed, it wouldn't do a whole lot because it's so soft. And make sure these two shades are blended together. I'm loving this look. So this is the eye look. I'm going to clean up this area. It's really, really pretty. I love this. It's like a mint plum shade together. It's like really pretty. So this is the final eye look. I'm going to do my norm, jump off camera, finish the rest of my face, and I will be back to show you guys my final look. See you guys in a bit. Welcome back. This is the final look. I love how this eye look turned out. That green is so pretty with that mauvey type purplish look. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. But to finish the rest of my face, I used my Milani Conceal Perfect foundation in the shade Sand Beige. And I mixed it with a little bit of this Rimmel Match foundation in the shade Bronze. So I do like how full coverage they are together. For my bronzer today, I use my LYS bronzer in the shade Courage Tan. I love this bronzer. Like, I love my Black Radiance, but this is another good one. I received this is in my BoxyCharm. This is a really good smooth bronzer as well. For my blush today, I use my Carity Balm, the more mauve rose type shade, and I highlighted with the highlighter in the palette. I definitely, and I know I keep saying this and I have not done it, but I definitely need to get into the shop my stashes. Even if I don't film it, but I want to, I need to pull stuff out and start rotating like I used to do, because I haven't been really using a lot of stuff in my stash, because my drawer, my drawer that's here with a lot of my face products, I've just been reaching for them and using what's in here. So I definitely need to get back into kind of rotating my stuff out. So for my lips, I use my Lorac lip liner in the shade Duchess, and use my Tarte gloss in Man Eater's, a plumping gloss. And I can't see this right now, I'm sorry. And this came in a BoxyCharm as well. But I love this little plumping gloss. So that completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, because I do love this green. It's like so pretty, wearable. But I did not apply any more shadows on my lid. But I did pop the very first frosted type shimmer champagne-ish looking shade in my inner corner. And for my lashes, I'm sorry guys, for my lashes, my Amazon lashes in Kiro Miro. And if I can remember, I'm going to put them in the description box. They're really light, really light. They don't have a fluff to them. They're just kind of like straight, like a little light wispy. And I like these for every day. They kind of remind me of the Kiss lashes that I love, the style 01. How many pairs come here? 2, 4, 7. The same number of pairs that come in the Kiss lashes. But this is the lash. What does it look like, the style? I think they're about $7.99 if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to see if I can find the link if I don't forget. But that completes the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, because I love it. I love it. And if you have not done so already, please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel and become a part of my YouTube family here. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.